That's Holly Starr, Don't Have Love on CHVN 95.1 FM. Good morning, I'm Kyle Rudge. Traffic, weather, all the rest on the way. But first, we're going into Bunker Banter. So we've got Jeff Boschman here with us from the Bunker. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good, man. You?
Not too bad. So what's going on? What have you
I'm
been up
trying to wake up.
Oh, really?
It's still too early. I've only had like 2 cups of coffee.
Well, what's your day like then? Like, are you there like 12 hours a day kind of deal?
No.
Oh, okay.
If I work like in the evenings, like on Mondays or Fridays,
Yeah.
I take the morning off,
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then.
which is kind of cool. We all do that. Like Don works Tuesday evenings with junior youth, so then he's got Tuesday mornings off if he wants.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
So what went on this past week? How was the concert on Friday night?
Oh man, it was so good.
Yeah.
Like, it was perfect. Like the Live Different group put on a little presentation, and they had an awesome group of people. They got to hang out, and they just really like got to know a lot of people here. They were in Winkler for like 3 days.
Okay.
And they stayed at my house for breakfast on Saturday, and we got to hang out with them at Johnny's Java after hours because John really wanted to meet them. The band Mosley was fantastic. And Beggars from Winnipeg, you guys have a gem of a band that they don't take advantage of that.
Beggars from Winnipeg, huh?
Beggars. Like, more people need to listen to Beggars.
So you're going to put that call out there for them?
Yep.
All right.
Like, that's just, if you are a person with ears and you live in Winnipeg and you're not supporting Beggars, you need to move somewhere else.
All right. Well, we'll have to get in contact with them and everything, too. That's Jeff.
In the shadows, weary from the lights, when I'm nothing more than broken.
Naomi Strymer, Earth and Sky on CHVN 95.1 FM. Good morning, I'm Kyle Rudge. With us this morning for our Winkler Wednesdays in the Bunker Banter, we're chatting with Jeff Boschman, who works at the Bunker out in Winkler, which is a ministry that's helping from kids to young adults up to the, even into the early 30s and all the rest. Great stuff. This past weekend, Friday night, they had a concert with Mosley. The Live Different crew was there. Live Difference, what an incredible, interesting concept. They're not a catchy slogan is what they say. They're way more than that. It's a movement of people who are joining in and taking a stand for others against things like human trafficking. And so what was some of the stories that are coming out of that night with Live Different? And what were some of the cool things and your favorite part there, Jeff, about what went on?
Well, I know a lot of guys there, a lot of the younger guys, it was like their first concert ever. Sorry, my boss is walking in with something here. Oh, thank you. Kev just walked in with some coffee for me.
Aww.
That's
Cup number 3.
So yeah, like there were a bunch of kids that were here that they had said it was only like their first or second concert ever. I saw a lot of new faces too. Like there were a lot of people that I had just never seen in the place that they had heard of Mosley or they had heard of Live Different. So it brought a lot of different people together.
That's cool.
And that's like my favorite part about doing stuff like that.
Absolutely. Getting to see a bunch of kids doing that. Little Francesca Battistelli and Strangely Dim on CHVN 95.1 FM. Good morning, I'm Kyle Rudge, 7:20, and we've been talking to Jeff Boschman from the Bunker. Pretty exciting stuff. I mean, lots of stuff's been going on there, hearing about changed lives and all the rest. But Jeff, need to know what other things are going on at the Bunker. What's been going on there, my friend?
It's been really cool with the kids in the afternoon, just over the last, 2 weeks, because Kevin and Don were both gone for a week on different adventures, so I was kind of stuck here by myself. And normally when there's only one of us here, the kids kind of take advantage of that, and they pile up, they dog pile, right? And they know they can, go crazy because you can only be out in one place at one time. But it was really, really cool. Like, this time around, the guys that I thought were going to cause a lot of trouble, they took notice of the fact that it was just me. And they started helping me out with stuff. They started, taking the garbage out. They helped me do some spring cleaning and just kind of, move some boxes and some stuff that was in storage around. They grew up all of a sudden. It was really cool to see.
Aw,
I know, hey?
They're growing up.
It was really cool. Oh, yeah, but I mean, the next day, then they were, hitting each other with hockey sticks. So.
Hang on, Jeff. We'll go back with Jeff. We want to hear a little bit more about some of the issues that they'll run into at the bunker. And I think this will shock many of us as there's things that goes on that we don't necessarily know about. And in the Bible Belt, sometimes we can kind of turn a blind eye to those sort of things. So we'll talk with Jeff a little bit more about that. Take a look. It's the Bunker Banter time. We've been talking to Jeff Boschman this morning from the Bunker. It's a ministry out in Winkler, Manitoba that deals with a lot of kids throughout southern Manitoba, especially in the Winkler area. And in that sort of area, we can kind of turn a blind eye or not notice some of the really difficult things that are going on in that area. And so that's what I wanted to talk to Jeff about today. Jeff, what are some of the things that some of these kids are going to be dealing with on a regular and daily basis?
See, that's part of the thing, though. There's a lot of stuff that I would love to talk about, but it's like, because you're getting into like drug addiction and people being raped on like a daily basis and like just really, really intense stuff that I don't know how much I can talk about on the radio because I don't want to all of a sudden slip too much information and then this person hears it and everybody freaks out kind of thing, right?
Right.
I know I did a Bible study 2-3 weeks ago. This you can share. I did a Bible study 2-3 weeks ago that was focusing on rape that happens within families in Manitoba. Because it's one of those things that a lot of people know about, or it's like an urban myth that people share with each other to freak each other out, right? But it's real, and it happens. Like incestual rape is a thing that happens on a daily basis. And we have been confronted with it, I think, more this year at the Bunker than any other year that I'm aware of. And it's really scary, and it's really intense, and it's something that not a lot of people know that we deal with. And it's not really something we can share a whole lot about, right? Like, we can only go so far with it, and then we got to get involved with the parents and with the students. And, you know, the law obviously gets involved with it, and sometimes health services gets involved with it, and it really just gets messy and not fun. But I've learned to really love and respect the fact that we have the ability to deal with that stuff, that people are comfortable and open enough that they can come to us with issues that are so intense like that. But then there's a whole other side to it that just completely blows my mind with the fact that people are going to come to me with stuff like that, because I still see myself as
broken,
a goofy. Well, yeah, broken and silly, and like I'm just as messed up as anybody else, right? And I have people coming to my office with problems, and I still have that whole like, oh man, why me thing.
Well, I think if not you, then who, right? I think it says in Esther, you know, you were made for such a time as this. We'll continue with Jeff from the Bunker and ask, why do we turn a blind eye to that? Coming up next, here's Matt Carney.
It took his breath away, holding the bank page. He got the letter to go and take the house away now.
It's Matt Carney and down on CHVN 95.1 FM, talking to Jeff Boschman from the Bunker and just dealing with some pretty serious issues about the Bunker. And there's a lot of serious things that go on that maybe we're not completely aware of what's going on with our kids today. And why do we turn a blind eye to this stuff, or why do we not talk about it as much as we should, Jeff?
I think because it's scary. I think because when you're growing up, I mean, in any situation, whether it's a church or school or whatever it may be, you're not really taught how to deal with those situations. So that when it pops up in real life, you just kind of have that moment where you, like deer in the headlights, right? And you kind of get that thinking of like, well, somebody else that's more qualified will deal with it. Like, I still get like that sometimes. I still am like, oh man, somebody that's like smarter than I am will deal with this. And then every once in a while I'll have somebody say to me, like, you're the one with a degree. You're the one who's the youth pastor at this job. You are the one who has to deal with this.
Wow.
Not saying that I'm fantastic or anything like that. I'm just saying that I think we all have that
capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of get lost for words on when we get into like super heavy stuff like this.
So, Jeff, in your opinion, then, what can we do about it?
What can we do?
Yeah.
Grow up, read a book. What can we do? We can love more. We can hang out with more people. We can sit down for dinner with our families and not argue so much. We can turn off the TV once in a while. We can stop relying on Twitter to be our main source of information. We can just grow up. We've become a really, really self-absorbed culture.
Huh.
And I know people are going to listen to this and they're going to laugh because I spend more time online than I think anybody I know.
But I think you're spending online for more of a purpose.
Yeah. I'm always trying to find different opinions and share opinions.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been my goal.
That's Jeff Boschman from the Bunker.